for him.
You know what's funny?
I have
Yo,
a feeling.
Troy.
No, actually, never been with the cheater. Never even been with that many guys.
Real quick.
Asshole.
Troy,
No one?
she had fun with the guys that were fun, exciting, bad boys.
Yeah.
And so you know what? I'm getting older.
Yeah,
Time to
so
settle
now-
down. I'm gonna find a guy's loyal.
Mm.
They gotta take care of me, and is somewhat nice to me.
Yeah.
So she chose this guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a nice guy with money doesn't mean frame. So by
Exactly,
default,
yeah.
she stayed in the game for a little bit. Oh, you know what? He's choosing money and
Have a
business
last
over me.
hurrah. Have a last
I'm
hurrah.
out. I'm out.
We're happier with a guy that cheats than a guy that's safe.
I don't know.
No,
And that's and I know maybe you can say no, and I get it. I used to say no, that's not true. But it's I just look at what we do.
I think it's more in the
Subconsciously,
middle, you
is it?
know.
I feel like it's just the way someone
it's
behaves.
just-
Like I want someone who's like
I've
she needs to be respected.
I've interviewed. Okay.
Women
And he
don't
doesn't- he
respect.
doesn't have
Women don't
boundaries.
respect loyal men. They don't.
Yeah.
Because when I'm loyal to you, especially sexually, what that basically says is I can only get sex from you, and therefore I am victim to whatever you want. Just like the guy that was sexless. You need to know that you could be replaced at any time. That's the only thing women respect.
So would you cheat on your spouse then?
Yes, 100%.
I don't know. You know what?
The fuck?
You know.
Why am I? Yo, you think I'm gonna be like rise up and do all this shit to fuck one bitch? Are y'all
No.
crazy?
And I want to tell you something. I'm going to
The
tell you
hell?
something.
So would you
No,
would you
no.
get married then?
Huh?
Would you get married then?
Marriage is a scam. I'd get if I was to
Okay.
get married, I
Well,
wouldn't do it
fair
with the
enough.
state.
I respect guys
no,
like
no,
you
I would,
then,
no,
who
no.
could
I would do
say
it
it.
if I was to get married. I
Okay.
wouldn't do it with the state.
Sorry.
I'd do it religiously only.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it with the state involved. Yeah, I mean that's a whole other conversation.
Okay.
But I don't
but
think
I respect
men.
guys like you who can just outright
No,
say,
But
this
how
is
men-
what I'm about.
But this is how
But
most
it's the
men think, though.
But it's the men that don't say it. That's the problem.
But you should have common sense to know that's how they're going to move anyway.
But religiously,
And
isn't it
matter of
haram?
fact, your culture has common sense enough to know that men are going to do it,
Yes.
and it's been that way for centuries. So why do you think men are going to change now?
Yeah, but then the men in my culture, they're not dishonest about it. In some case, in a lot of cases, they're not dishonest about
whether
it.
they're dishonest about it or not is irrelevant if you know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah. Well,
If I tell you it's raining outside and I give you an umbrella, but it doesn't rain and it's sunshine, fantastic. But isn't it good to have that umbrella so you can put it out when the rain comes? Because you know
What
it's
is
going to
it-
come.
What's that? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah,
what's
I
that
know,
got to do?
'cause women
but
lack,
no, but what's that got
critical
to do
thinking
with
skills.
our? With
If
the,
I
with the
tell you
situation?
that all
said
men
that
are going
when
to cheat
I-
in general,
These people.
okay,
'Cause I'm
most
a
men are
woman.
going to cheat in general. Your culture actually braced you for this.
Why are you talking
Right?
about umbrellas?
Rihanna, get it? Rihanna, bro. Umbrella. The song?
Umbrella. That makes sense. See, Fresh, you're smart. I
Thank
like
you. Thank
you.
you.
Are smart.
Do you
I don't like you so
understand
much.
an analogy?
Oh, the same way I tried to do analogies and you call me stupid. Sorry, my bad. I forgot.
You didn't make
Continue.
an analogy.
I did make various analogies.
You didn't make any
Apologies.
analogies that made sense.
Sorry, my bad, my bad.
So
my bad.
what I'm saying is that your own culture told you what I just said. If most men in a balance of probabilities are going to cheat, you should probably just accept it. And you even said it yourself. Like,
Do you
yeah,
think
we've
that's
been
the
taught
right
this.
thing to do, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
absolutely
So you're
think.
at risk of spreading STIs, causing emotional damage in multiple households.
Okay, women always use the
having
STI
kids
argument.
out of wedlock.
Condoms
and
pretty
all
much
of that, you know.
condoms pretty much
It can
destroy that,
happen.
right? Guys shouldn't be idiots. Like obviously don't fucking, you should get tested and everything else like that. Or have sex with your girl with condom. How about that? That works too, actually. So if no one wants to do that, but you could do that as well. Girls always want to use the STI example, which is a retarded example. What I'm saying is this: I don't want more women to do, because with all due respect, what you did was very dumb. You're with a successful guy that has money, that loved you and treated you well, and you broke up with him over him not spending money or engagement, which is ridiculous to me. But the problem is that women are delusional, right? What I mean by they'll have a good guy in front of them and they'll think, I could do better. The grass green on the other side. Or, I think I want this guy that's 6'5", that's attractive and makes money. He's only going to be loyal to
Men
me.
think like that too, though.
How?
If they're, for example, look,
We can't be delusional like y'all. We can't. Remember the example I gave you earlier? I'm a fucking loser. I don't make no money. I'm fat. I'm not going to get no bitches.
But you guys want like.
But you could be fat and retarded as a female and still get invited on a yacht.
And I want to say what he was saying about men not being loyal. I'll tell you, like 3 years ago, again, I thought they were crazy because I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Like, but the thing is, I do this show and I'll interview guys that'll argue with me like vehemently. They'll say like, "Cheating is so wrong. Cheating is so wrong. It is so wrong. It is so wrong." Like. And they all cheat. Like even the guys that'll get on these podcasts and argue so vehemently that it is wrong, they always have something. I don't want to.
I got one.
All men
I'm going to
cheat.
give.
Yeah.
If there's one thing you
Yeah,
ladies
really.
are going to take from this podcast from me, because I've probably triggered you and you don't like it, that's fine. I'll give you one thing. If you're with a guy that you like, admire, and respect, and he does everything else right, and he fucks a bitch every now and then, and you leave him, you're a fucking dumbass. You're a real big dumbass, especially if you're picky, because chances are you're not going to find that guy again.
Exactly.
And then let's say you find another guy, you gotta do the same shit.
I think you know what I said about cheating respectfully and disrespectfully. I think that also comes into play. If you've got the woman there, you do it every now and again. She doesn't come into contact with the wife, not trying to cause havoc in the relationship.
You know what you guys should
not
do?
fine, but
you guys should be
get it.
intelligent. My chick, she's smart. She gets it. Oh,
So you're in a relationship.
yes, open on my end only.
Oh my.
Open on my end only. That's the only way it goes, baby. That's
Fine.
how it is.
Okay.
You know, men lead, women follow.
But you said you were rich, so you kind of you give her.
That's not just
things
this. She was just with a
that's-
rich dude. He was a bitch. So, like, no offense.
No, he was not. That's not
You
fair.